everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to our video on a brand called Moresque. So this is a new brand to the UK.
It is.
And something that Sarah and I have been working with quite recently. Quite exciting to learn about something new.
Yeah, it's nice to have something new.
And this is, Moresque is a brand of kind of where Italian meets Middle East.
Yes, it is.
And it's really beautiful bottles and a kind of real high class attention to detail in perfumery. Really the brainchild of a French lady with Arabic ancestry,
Yeah.
a lady called Cindy Guillemot, and she is somebody who had married an Italian guy who owned a perfume factory. Very nice,
Yeah.
useful, but also partnered up with a perfumer, an Italian perfumer called Andrea Cassotti, who was making the scents.
Yeah, so it's kind of a collaboration. They're based in Italy, but they're mostly influenced by the Middle East, and I think you'll see that in the style of the bottles.
The way they look.
Yes, and some of the scents as well.
Yeah.
So there's, within Moresque, there's 4 collections. The black collection, the white collection, and then the gold collection and the art collection. And they've all got different kind of decorated bottles. So what we thought is we'd choose one from each collection to show you today. So we'll start with...
Shall we start with the black collection?
Yeah.
So this is, we'll start with Rand, which is this one here. And actually it's quite interesting because the black and the white collection, they have the names written on the bottles. But the art collection, so for example this one, or even this one, they don't have, and nor do the gold collection. And that is, I asked Cindy about this the other day, and she said it's because every single bottle out of the gold and the art collection is different. They're all handmade.
Yes.
So where would you put the name on something where it's slightly different every time? And also I think the bottles are so beautiful themselves that they kind of speak the name.
Yeah.
So that's why. But this one I've got here in my hand, Rand, this has the name on it. Black lacquered bottle, 50ml size, with a really nice sort of marble top. And this is, I think they all are unisex.
Yes,
actually.
Definitely.
Man's or woman's. And this is a name that evokes the desert flower. And the desert flower being something that is quite unusual, hard to find, yet very resilient in growing in a very challenging environment. And this fragrance is apparently has as its inspiration somebody who shows that resilience.
Yeah, exactly. And also the name, the word Rand, is an Arabic word, apparently. I don't speak Arabic myself, but if you do, let us know. It's an Arabic word meaning the tree of good scent, so like the good smelling tree. So again, it's like inspiration from nature.
Absolutely. This one, I really like this one. It's a floral oriental fragrance, and it's quite, it's a little bit of iris and sandalwood, but also you've got that quite bright opening with it, haven't you?
Pineapple, doesn't it? And you can really smell the pineapple. Pineapple's a very distinctive fruity smell.
Yes, it is, and it's not in that many fragrances, pineapple. So it does have a kind of a sort of, I don't know, not even a citrusness, just a brightness about it.
It does, yeah. It's also quite a warm fragrance as well. Like it has some ambery notes in there. I like it. It's very unusual. Like it's not like anything. I can't compare it to anything else.
No, I mean, none of these fragrances are your kind of standard commercial fruity, florally, gourmandy fragrances. And I quite like that. They have taken their inspiration more from that kind of Middle Eastern culture.
Yeah.
And this has got longevity to it. They chose on purpose the best quality ingredients from around the world, and they didn't compromise on the longevity. So these fragrances do last, and they do have great ingredients in them. Like this has the Florentine iris, which is from Italy, which is reputed to be the best iris in the world. In fact, iris anyway is so expensive,
very expensive,
because they have to wait for it to mature for years and years and years before they can ground up that sort of powdery root, the rhizome of it. So that's Rand.
Okay.
Let's do Tamima.
Let's do Tamima, which is from the white collection. Also, I don't know if you mentioned this, but all the bottles have 4 Swarovski crystals. So round the logo on the front, they have 4 little crystals on there as well. This one has a white top as well.
I like the kind of smoothness of the bottles as well.
They are very smooth. Yeah, they're like a polished stone. Really nice.
So this one, it's quite different from the last. What do you think of that?
It's now, we were talking about these beforehand, and we were saying like one of the ingredients is eucalyptus, and actually you can, when you first spray it, you do get that kind of, you know, mentally kind of
a sort of nose awakening,
clearing, like up in your sinuses. It's like,
but you've also got that sort of sparkly, bright neroli. And which you quite like.
Vanilla.
A vanilla neroli.
There's definitely sweet vanilla. I'm more of a purist neroli person. Yeah. But,
the name is interesting. Where does the name come from?
So I think the name, again, some of you might know more of this, but the name is Princess. So Princess Tamima, who is the wife of the Sultan of Morocco. Apparently, she is a poet as well. So a very talented lady. So
it's for your I was going to say a rich wife, but
princess-like personality. Yeah.
It's quite romantic in a way.
It's soft,
wistful. It is soft, and it's got that sort of nice combination of flowers and woody notes that give a comfort.
Yes, definitely.
There's definitely a bit of amber in there to give some warmth too. It's quite a warm scent. Okay. Next one is actually my favourite so far.
Okay.
So we've been sort of trying a few of these out in the office, and I think I am actually really drawn to this bottle anyway. I think the graphic codes of the bottle in black and white are really beautiful, and this marble effect on the top with the black and the white is also gorgeous. Again, this Italian marble that caps the top. Aristocrati is the name of this one, and aristocrat, so it's easy to pronounce and to translate. This is from the art collection, and it's supposed to be like a noble fragrance, a fragrance of kind of upper class, if you like. Again, the best quality ingredients. And this one to me is quite aromatic. You've got that sort of geranium note, but it's also, thank you, got that note of ambergris in it, which is very much of the sea.
It's very geranium-y, I think. It's really that kind of greenness of geranium.
It smells like, so we actually smelled ambergris yesterday.
Yes,
for the first time we actually smelled the raw ambergris, and I always imagined ambergris to be very sort of deep and dark and sensual and animalic, but it's not. It smells
very salty, marine-like.
Of the sea. And you can detect that salty note in
and there's a little bit of nutmeg, just a little bit of a like warm spiciness to it. It is nice.
It smells, I don't know if it
smells more masculine to me.
Well, it smells like a chypre to me.
Okay.
But chypre can be men or women's classification. But it's definitely got a woody touch to it. Almost like driftwood in the base. Maybe that's because I'm thinking of the marine. And what about something from the gold collection?
So from the gold collection, we have this amazing bottle. Now this is Soleil, which is spelled S-O-L-E, and obviously these bottles in this collection are all handcrafted. And so what you can see is they've drawn all these lines into the gold that encases the glass, and they're meant to look like the rays of the sun. So you know when you kind of have the sun coming through the window, you can almost see the individual rays of it. And so it's a fragrance just about the warmth and the radiance and the kind of nourishment of the sun.
Sounds gorgeous.
Yeah,
doesn't
it does. Let's have a try. I like this actually.
I think the bottle's just a
dropping things.
The fruits, Sarah.
Yes.
I feel
lots of fruit, like peach, pear, plum kind of fruits.
Definitely peach, and maybe some fizz of pink pepper, something like that, something sort of champagne-y in the top.
But it's definitely got coconut. Right. I can smell the coconut. I like coconut in a fragrance.
It does smell like a holiday. This.
Yes, it's very holiday.
I can imagine
lying on a beach.
Totally.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And the floral in here is tuberose, which is again very kind of holiday evoking. I think quite exotic, warm. Yeah.
Yeah. And quite mesmerising. You know,
Yes,
quite hypnotic.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Having said that, I wouldn't necessarily think if you were going out to buy a tuberose fragrance and you had that in your head, on first scent, I don't know that you would recognise that it was not got the richness.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
I like it. I mean, it lists also patchouli in there, but at the moment, having just sprayed it, I can't smell.
No,
that.
I can't say I can.
I did prepare a blotter earlier. I feel like Blue Peter, which has dried down a bit, and those fruits have gone now.
Oh, that's true.
And you've got more of a dryness in there.
Yeah.
More of a gentleness. Whereas
definitely
on the first spray, it's very bright.
Yeah. It's a nice one, that. So there are lots more. There are so in the UK we're only going to be stocking those 4 and another 2 as well, which we might show you at a later date. But there are lots. I mean, I feel like there's at least a dozen in total.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something like 4 gold, 4
from each
art,
one.
You know, 4
Yeah,
black and white.
I will say they've got a very good website, so actually we'll link that below if you want to find out more about the brand and see all the fragrances that are available. It also tells you where they're stocked around the world, because they're in quite specific perfumeries.
They are in the Middle East as well.
Yes.
You know, they're inspired by the Middle East, and they're definitely for sale there as well. So your Middle Eastern people would definitely know.
Yeah. So I hope you're excited to find out about this new brand. I don't know if you've heard of it before.
No,
if you've
I
ever
hadn't,
tried it, I hadn't either. No.
So it's actually quite nice to discover it.
Yeah. Let us know if you get a chance to try any of them and what you think. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all again next week.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.